Hey everybody, it's Nessa and Gabby with It Takes Two, teaching couples on how to grow stronger, faster every day. So these 8 steps can help anybody in their relationship, just not only with their fitness, but also just their life in general. And so these steps are what Gabby and I use every day just to keep each other accountable and also just help as we grow and progress through life. So one of the habits we have is go on a 4K walk, and it's not 4K as in like we're running a 4K. We are referring to 4,000 steps. Gabby did a lot of research on just finding out what are some methods to lose weight and just stay fit in general.
Originally it was 10,000 steps from what I researched, so that was like the minimum on what like actors and actresses do to stay fit and healthy, help with mentalness, things like that. Working a 9 to 5, 9 to 7, 9 to 6, our hours are all over the board because we're in sales. We work all day, so 4,000 was a reasonable range for us to do while including a morning workout. 4,000 steps was something that was doable for us to do throughout the day. So we're starting there and we're hoping to increase it to 10,000. That's the goal, but we don't know if that's gonna happen yet. But walking a lap around the building is about like 1,000 steps. So doing that like 2 to 3 times a day, and then like doing something after work, that's been getting us to the 4,000 steps.
Yeah, and not only that, but just walking together, it helps us a lot because like we are able to like work on ideas, work on problems that we're having, if it's a business situation or if it's just life in general, we're just trying to have a conversation. Well, the pace of walking can help you kind of think things out clearly versus, if we went on a jog, well, we don't have time to talk, we're out of breath the entire time. So the walking is what kind of helps me whenever we're at work or after work and we're just trying to think about what life is and how we're going to accomplish things, anything like that. It just helps so much, and that's why we do it. I mean, not only for the health benefits, but your mental space and where you are.
Getting the vitamin D.
Yeah, and getting the sun in and letting it hit your beams.
Step number 2 is having a little cocktail in the morning. So I've been doing this cocktail drink probably since I started my fitness journey about 5 years ago. It is apple cider vinegar, and when I have time, when I first started doing it, you could do it with lemon juice, and then now I do it with ginger. You can also add cayenne pepper if you want a little spice to your morning, but it's been helping out a lot, and Nessa loves taking it too.
Yeah, when you take it, it's only about a tablespoon, and don't do the thing that I started doing, which is like, I'm just gonna, take it like a shot, like just hit it, and it's like, it's a lot better if you put it in something, because
a cup of water.
Yeah, a cup of water at the most, because it will eat away your enamel, and you will have problems in the future, even though you're taking something that will help balance your pH. It can ruin your teeth, so you don't want that. Dentists will tell you straight up that it's not good for your teeth at all, so just take it as a cup and just down it. That's the easiest way, in my opinion.
It's a good way to start your day. I don't need like pre-workout or coffee or anything. So the next one is accountability to eating junk food and drinking. Mainly eating junk food is mainly Nessa's, especially because he loves Wendy's 4-for-4s, and so you can't have that every day. It's not good for you. It's good as a treat, but I mean, the guys are different than girls, but it's just for overall health. You got to think about where you're gonna look 10 years from now. And then drinking too. So we were really good, like when we first started working like full time, we were only having drinks on the weekends. Then stuff gets stressful, so you start having it during the week, then you start having it every day, and then I was like, whoa, we need to hold back and have a stable thing. So if we find ourselves having drinks during the week, I'll say, hey, like we can't have another drink for 3 or 4 days, like till the weekend. It's just a limit. Alcohol is great, but we want to put a limit on it just because we don't want to use it as a vice, and we want to only have it not to where it's gonna affect our health drastically. Like obviously everything helps with balance, so doing that is good.
Yeah. And I know for a lot of people, it was COVID that got so many people. Like, there was like a TikTok that came out where like someone was like going from door to door, and like they saw how many bottles of wine and beer and this and that, like that was just like hanging out and on the sidewalk. Like, you want to limit it and have an accountability partner that
just with anything.
Yeah, not just anything in general. Yeah, you don't want to be addicted to alcohol. Alcohol is something that is is a very toxic thing that you can get into and get wrapped in that will kind of keep you enslaved for years to come. Like, you know, you got your liver, your brain, like things that you use to function every day are now being limited every time you take a drink, because alcohol is a poison. It's not a, oh, it's just to get me relaxed. No, it's actually poisoning your body. It's attacking your liver, which causes you to feel the, you know, the motor skills low, the loose feeling you get, the, oh, I have the courage to go do different things. It lowers your ambition. So that's why we hold each other accountable to how much we drink and, you know, anything like that. I'm not saying that we control each other and say like, hey, no more drinks. Like, it's more of a, hey, we don't need to drink today. We already drank such and such day over the weekend. Like,
it's just to keep us from drinking every day and making an excuse for it. So maybe limiting it to 2 to 3 times a week is balanced.
Healthy habit number 4 is read a book every 2 months together.
Maybe 2 to 4.
Yeah. And it kind of goes based off of what y'all want when it comes to reading books. Some people can read really fast. Others, it can take them
Audio
2
book,
days.
actual book.
Yeah. So I'm more auditorial. She's more visual. So that's how I learn. And so when it comes to reading books, you want to look at it as a growth period, because couples who grow together stay together, and you don't want to grow apart. Because if someone's learning this and that, or they're doing something different, well, eventually y'all will be 2 separate people and never come back together and be like, okay, well, what do we have like foundationally that matters to us? So Gabby and I just pick a book like 3 times out of the year where we want to just learn it and grow from it. We just got a couple. We can give out recommendations in the comment section that really helped us, you know, progress through our relationship and also just progress through our mentality.
So it's just making that conscious effort to learn what your partner's learning about. Ness and I have been consistently on this probably since we've been dating. And even if it's not a book, it's like a video that we're watching. Like, say we watch a really good motivational video in the morning, then we'll send it to each other, or devotional or something like that. We just share like what we learned that morning. But it's just like understanding that this is where your partner's head is at. Like, what did you get out of it? Because you guys make it 2 different things and just going together. Habit number 5 is motivating one another. So this is just easy. If one of your partners is getting down in the dumps, just say, hey, life's not over, kid. Like, just be up. Just like say that.
Get back on the horse.
Get back on the horse. Just like let your partner know that like you know them, and if they're getting down, you know that they're really down. Like, now's not the time to just like step on them even more. Now's the time to pick them up, because you know like what will make your partner feel better. So just saying the things that you know will boost their ego back up, boost their self-esteem back up, and get them back on track.
Habit to number 6 is keep the reactions to life neutral. So what this one just entails is the highs and lows of life, because it's, you know, life is like a roller coaster, and you're always going to be hitting highs and you're always going to be hitting lows. Quincy Jones even says it best. He's like, focus on the valleys because the hills will take care of themselves. You want to be neutral to how life reacts to you. If one day you're making $10,000 and then the next day you're negative in your account, and now you have your car payment due tomorrow.
50 cents.
Yeah, 50 cents to the name. Or, you know, let's say health-wise you're doing amazing, and then tomorrow you find out you got cancer. Like, you want
dramatic.
But it's just keeping life neutral, always having a balance to it, and always holding each other at a standard that will always keep it neutral.
Number 7 is laugh a lot. Do you want to tell a joke?
You don't want to take life too serious. Laughing is always the easiest thing, and boosts your endorphins. You're always
less wrinkles, ladies.
Yeah, living life is what it's all about, and so.
Sorry.
Living life is all what it's about, and so if you can laugh through the big times and the small times, like the last habit I was talking about, then life will be so much easier for you. You don't want to be depressed. You don't want COVID to affect you. You don't want presidential elections to affect you. You just want to laugh. That's what life is about. It's about making memories and having fun. It's not saying that don't take life serious. Obviously you need to. But just laughing here, like, you know, through all the small moments are what makes it the best.
Okay, habit number 8 is giving needed space. So for us, we pretty much know, like, our body clocks, I would say. I'm more of a morning person, Ness is a night person. So I get my needed space in the mornings from like 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. or 4:30 to 8 a.m. depending on the time I wake up, and Nesta gets his needed space from like 9 to 11 o'clock or midnight. And I know that those are the times that's when we have a chance to be alone, to think, to reconvene, and to miss each other, to want to talk to each other the next morning or like right before we get to work. So just understanding that needed space. My needed space shopping, and then 5 a.m. Yeah. What's your needed space?
My needed space is YouTube, and
he's YouTube University over here.
Yes, something like that. And then like what she was just saying, needed space is just necessary for any relationship. Just find a place that you can always reconvene and get away.
These were 8 healthy habits that every couple should have, or at least incorporate into their lifestyle. These are habits that we use and that we're continuing to use, and that we're going to each get better at each one, because we're not perfect at all of them by any means. And we hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to like and subscribe and leave your comment down below. And please let us know anything that we did improve on, anything that you liked in this video.
Remember to show everyone love and respect, because it takes two.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, 2-turn, baby girl, you know me.